Welcome to Inside Today's Country, the show that gets the real stories from today's country stars. Stories you haven't heard anywhere else. Your host is Tim Black. Tim has been on the radio interviewing the biggest stars in the business and discovering new talent for more than 20 years. And now in his very own podcast. Are you ready? Let's go inside today's country.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Inside Today's Country, and I'm always happy when we get a chance to chat with people like this lady. Meghan Patrick joins us. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We were just quickly chatting here a second ago. Spring has arrived here in Canada, which is anything above -1. Everybody's really excited about. Yeah. I saw a TikTok the other day. Somebody was sitting on their back deck in their shorts at like 3 degrees. So, that's a good thing. But you said you were out golfing and biking already. How's the golf game so far for the year?
About as terrible as it was last year, but still enjoying it.
Oh, all right. Did you get out lots last year?
Yeah, we golfed a fair bit. I mean, it was one of the only things that we could do, during the pandemic to still be able to get outside. That was socially distanced and safe. So yeah, Mitchell and I got out a fair bit last year.
Excellent. Where's your favorite place to golf?
There's actually quite a few really nice courses in the area. We go to one called Old Hickory Golf Course, which is actually Terry Clark is a member there too. So I've golfed with Terry a couple times out there.
Oh yeah, that must be fun.
Oh yeah, always a good time. Dallas, we always text Dallas Smith to make him super jealous.
Oh yeah, because he's like Mr. Super Golf guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually saved in my phone as Divot Dallas because he posted a picture or a video one time, or sent us a video of him making a massive divot. So I always laugh anytime he calls me or texts me, it comes up as Divot Dallas.
That is awesome. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully we will not see any divots in your game this year. Before we get into talking about the new music, the last year has been very interesting. And artists like yourself spend a lot of time on the golf course. How are things for you as we're moving into spring of 2021?
Well, thankfully down here we're getting the vaccine out pretty quickly. So, hopefully we'll start being able to get some more shows later on in the year. I've played a couple socially distanced sort of like just acoustic writers rounds lately, which has been great. And yeah, just been working on new music. I'm excited to get it out to the fans and everybody. And, I feel like because I've had all this extra time to focus on songwriting and the creative side of things, I think the result is the best record I've ever made. So I'm really excited for everybody to hear it.
That's awesome. And let's talk about the first single out of the new record, and it is called
Never Giving Up on You.
All right. So where did this spark from?
I think this song has a lot of relevance to, my experience over the last year. And I think probably for a lot of other people as well. One of the things that was tough, obviously it was sort of, there was a huge loss just within my career, not being able to tour and having to cancel all these big plans we had. But also navigating my relationship with Mitchell, because, our normal up until a year ago was being gone and on the road all the time and, having to spend a lot of time apart, which was tough, but, we were good at that. We had that sort of figured out and we knew how to navigate that. And then all of a sudden it was like the polar opposite, where we're together every single day, but which, would have been nice to have some time together if it wasn't coupled with like anxiety and stress about, money and everything that was happening in the pandemic and our health and our safety and all these things. And so, I've certainly struggled with just depression and anxiety and worrying about all these things. And so has he. And that can be really tough on a relationship, especially when you are also missing your outlet to where you can normally kind of get some things off your chest. And for me, that outlet is being on stage.
Right.
So, but I think in the end though, I'm I mean, it wasn't fun a lot of times, but I'm grateful for it, because I think in the end, Mitchell and I came out on the other side of things as, in a really healthy situation, where we had to make the decision every day to wake up and choose each other and choose the relationship and fight for it and decide that we weren't going to give up on it. And as a result, we're stronger coming out on the other side of it. And, the other aspect of the song is it's kind of a love song to music and to my career as well, because much like my relationship with Mitchell, I feel like I've had to fight harder for my career and for my music than ever before in this past year, because again, we're not playing shows. I can't, I can't come and visit you and sit face to face with you and talk to you and tell you about the new music, play you some songs, and it's like trying to find a whole new way of like promoting yourself and getting your music out there and staying connected with fans and everybody in the industry. And, as I'm sure, a big part of succeeding in this industry is visibility and being out there and being, in people's faces and on their minds all the time. And so for me, as somebody who's never really loved social media all that much, it's always been kind of like a, a necessary evil for me. I had to really find ways to embrace that, knowing that it was my only way to get out to my fans and stay connected and everything. And so, it was like pushing myself to do a lot of things that I really didn't want to do, but I had to do it. I had to do it, for the sake of my music and my career. Yeah. And I had to not give up on it,
Well, I'm super impressed with everything that you've just said from start to finish. I'm glad that you guys have come out with a stronger relationship. You kind of took on the social media, and I think everybody has gone through that I've talked to, and we've talked to quite a few people over the last year during the pandemic that have gone through the depressions and the different levels of everything, because you guys as artists, your outlet, as you say, is playing on stage. And as much as we all are doing these Zoom calls now, which is, I think this is so much better than doing a phone interview. This is like 110 times better. We're still, we're not getting to shake hands and meet you face to face, but kudos to you for doing what you did, and reaching out to your fans. And I'm guessing fans were probably super supportive.
Yeah. I mean, it's been great. I mean, the live streams, I did a lot of live stream things, which there's two sides to it. I know the fans really love it, and I loved, being able to connect with them, but it was also tough because it's like, you're not getting immediate reactions. Like you can't see their faces. You can't feel the energy in the room, and like I would play a song and then you get so used to like waiting for applause or a reaction or something. And it's just you silent in a room, trying to read comments. And so, it was tough. And I mean, in no way does it replace or compare to being on stage. But again, it was like, this isn't ideal, but it's all we've got. So, we've got to do it. And, and anything worth having is a combination of, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do sometimes.
So what did you guys binge watch over the last year?
I mean, a lot. We had a lot of time. Trying to think. We definitely binge watched Schitt's Creek. Multiple times. I got really into Outlander. Mitchell wasn't into Outlander as much as I was. Okay. What else did we watch? There's been a lot of great shows. I'm a lot more into the like true crime murder documentary stuff than Mitchell is. Although I have to say, I watched a lot less of it because I didn't need anything else to like further my depression. So I tried to stick to, more comedy kind of stuff. Yellowstone. Mitchell and I loved Yellowstone. We binge watched that for sure. And it was really cool too. One of my best friends here, Lainey Wilson, she's a country artist. I'm sure you guys will start getting her on the airwaves in Canada soon if you don't have her yet. But she had a couple of songs that were placed on Yellowstone. So it was cool getting to watch the show and hear her music on there. Excellent.
Your dog is beside you. What kind of dog do you have?
I have 3 dogs, actually. Okay. This is Cash. Cash is walking around. The other 2 are sleeping. But this is my Cashy boy.
Yeah. And what kind of dog is Cash and how old?
Cash is 5.
Oh,
excuse me.
He's saying hi. See?
About him. He's a German short hair pointer hound mix.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's 5.
Excellent.
So he's actually, I mean, he's my dog now, but technically he was Mitchell's dog first. Mitchell had Ducky, who is she's a pit boxer mix.
Oh wow.
And I've got my dog Annie. Annie, come here, come on.
See, this is the real life that we never get to see. Is your animals?
This is Annie.
Aww.
This is my dog.
Hi, Annie. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're all rescue dogs. So Annie was my dog coming into the relationship. Mitchell had Cash and Ducky.
Yeah.
So we've got quite the little crew here.
That's awesome. You know what? They say that the animals are, with people starting to go back to work, are starting to realize that, hey, wait a minute, we're by ourselves again. And it apparently.
They've been spoiled.
Yeah.
They've definitely, I mean, especially for Mitchell and I mean, we're gone all the time on the road. So they've been absolutely spoiled. They've never had this much time with us.
Meghan, we look forward to getting you back into Canada. Hopefully that will be sooner than later. Congratulations on the new single. I know I've had a chance to listen to it. It is absolutely fabulous, and it's great to have you back with a brand new single. And when's the album due?
I am sworn to secrecy.
Okay. All right. So the secrecy will be kept
It'll be
secret.
worth the wait.
It'll be worth the wait. All right. Where does everybody find you on social media? As you're becoming more familiar with and more fun with your social media, where do people find you?
Just Meg Patrick Music on Instagram and Twitter, and then Meghan Patrick, Meghan with an H, Meghan Patrick on Facebook.
Awesome. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, for talking about your new single, and stay safe down there.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to Inside Today's Country with Tim Black. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been a TimBlackOnAir.com production.